In this video, I want to just be fully transparent with you guys and honest and like real with where you're at and where like how you can improve your life, your business, your dreams ultimately so you can like start making the money that you deserve to be making. Because the reality is you're getting hit with objections. You're getting hit with the same things over and over and over and over and over again. And the reality is you are not where you want to be. And you are not making the money that you should be making because you're not fully focused on the things that are actually required to be successful. You're probably making the dials. You're probably doing the work. You're probably doing the presentations, but you're getting hit with the same objections. I need to think about it. I need to talk to my wife, or I need to talk to my kids. I don't have the money for it. You're getting hit with the same 3, 4, 5 objections, and you're still not practicing it. And so I'm making this video because it's the truth that you need that's really going to help you get to where you want to go. Because when I first started, I didn't really know what I needed to do and how I could actually become better at sales and how I could increase my closing ratio and how I could make more money in this industry. I knew it was possible, but it was kind of like just this make-believe dream, right? It was this thing that I knew people were doing, but I didn't know exactly how to get there. But there's a huge gap from where I was in terms of like, I was just going out and I would just like pretty much look for laydowns. And like, I would just ask really like open-ended questions like, hey, is this something you're interested in? Rather than like actually knowing how to speak with people and how to overcome objections. Because when they hit me with, hey, I already got somebody that's taking care of this, or I'm already doing this, or what. This is when I was door knocking business to business to business. I was doing the activity, but I didn't know how to actually overcome these objections that I was getting. And so I just kept getting stuck over and over and over and over. Hey, somebody already got it taken care of. We already got it taken care of. Hey, now's not the right time. I would need to talk to my broker about it. I need to talk to my partner about it. I need to talk to the CEO about it. Whatever it is, I kept getting these objections, but I wasn't practicing. And I was losing out on so much money because I didn't know how to overcome these objections. I didn't know how to overcome the think about it, the talk to my spouse. And even when I got into life insurance, I'd get these same things over and over and over and over again, but I still wasn't practicing. And the reason why I got good and the reason why I started making sales and closing deals and closing at a 70% closing ratio, selling over the phone, was because I started implementing and practicing and not using game time, not using time that I'm on the phone and actually speaking with a prospect. I'm not using that time to close more deals. I am, but I'm not using it to practice. I'm practicing, and then when game time comes, boom, I know exactly what to say and how to say it. So I want to ask you a question. Like, how much money you feel like you're losing out on? How much money is literally slipping through your hands or burning through your pockets right now because you don't know how to overcome these objections? Like, how much money do you feel like you could be making if you knew how to overcome the only objections that you're going to get? Because all the objections, you could think of 500 different objections that you're going to get, but they all come down to a core 3 to 4 real objections. And because you aren't overcoming those, you might be going into debt. You might be just barely making it by. You're not making the money that you truly deserve, your family deserves, and the reason why you got into this business, you're not making the money because of that. And so I make this video because it's a simple fix. It's a simple fix of getting ready in game time. You should be you are the professional. You should know exactly how to make these sales and how to be cool under pressure because you've done it 5,000 different times. You know exactly what they're going to say, how to say it, and you know how to overcome it. But the reality is the reason why you might be scared to get on the phone right now, the reason why you're not making the money that you deserve to be making or should be making, or other people that actually know how to handle objections, the reason why you're not making the money that they're making is because you don't know these objections. So it's a simple fix. Like, if you understand the objections and you learn that and you absolutely become obsessed with it, what's cool is you can get decent marketing and decent leads, and you can still close high percentage and high volume of business, and you can still make a ton of money. You can spend not as much on ads and completely get the ROI that you should be because the money's in the phone. because you know actually how to overcome these objections and these obstacles and those things that they're going to throw at you to stall because they're not wanting to make the decision. So the biggest question I have for you is, how much money are you leaving on the table? Are you leaving is that $5,000, $10,000 a month, $20,000 a month? Like how much money are you leaving on the table? And ultimately, like, how much is that worth to you? Like, how much do you feel like, could that change your, like, for most people, that's life-changing money that they're leaving out on because they don't know the top objections. They don't know exactly how to overcome them and how to actually speak with somebody and get down to the root issue, get down to the real objection and overcome that. Because if you overcome the person, the objections are easy. You just have to overcome the person. With objections, a lot of times what I'm seeing, especially with the agents that I'm coaching in our private program, is that they don't know, they're not even getting to they're just getting the surface level answer. They're just getting, hey, I need to think about it, but not actually getting down to the root objections that they're going to get. They're not actually getting down to the real objection. What really is it? Like, what is really holding you back, Miss Betty, from getting this policy and moving forward so that your family can be protected? Like, what do you feel? And asking these questions so you can actually get to where you want to go. Right now, you're not where you want to be because you don't know these objections. And like, how much is that? Is it 60,000, 100,000, 200,000, whatever it is? If you know these objections, you know exactly how to handle them, you're going to make more money. You're going to be able to have the freedom, the true financial freedom, the time freedom, the location freedom that you've been looking for if you actually learn how to do this. And so, like, I'm so passionate about it because I see, like, this happen to me. The reality is, like, I wasn't making the money that I wanted to be making. I wasn't overcoming the objections. I didn't know how to, like, actually do this until, like, I had somebody show me. And I listened to them. And I listened to the tonality. And I listened to how they would actually approach this. Because you got to take the sales pressure out so you can actually find the real objection. And there's tons of trainings that there are on the internet. All the information's out there. But, like, how much is that costing you? And are you okay with that? Are you okay leaving $5,000, $10,000, $20,000 on the table that's ultimately going to get bought? People are going to buy a policy. The question is, are they going to buy it from you? And are you going to be the sales professional? Are you going to be the person that's going to care for their family, that's going to be there and help them with this process? Or are you going to be the one that's going to be the trusted advisor to be able to cut through those objections, be able to actually figure out the root cause of what's going on here and master that? Or are you just going to leave the money on the table and stay stuck where you're at? And so this is what I teach, like, agents with, like, how to overcome these objections. And I got so fired up because they're starting to learn it. They're starting to overcome it. Like, Max did 19,000 last week because he learned how to overcome these objections from what we teach in the program. Gonzalo's life completely changed. I mean, he was in a completely different spot a year ago, or a few months ago, even like 45 days ago, because he actually implemented these things. He learned these things that we teach. He did 5.6K in a day. Brooke did 5.5K in a day. Max did 19,000 in a week, right? Like, these people are doing it and they know exactly how to overcome these objections. And the reality is they're probably taking the clients that you weren't able to close and are price shopping and trying to figure out the best price or whatever it is and go out and find it themselves. They know how to overcome these objections, and they're probably closing the deals that you got the objections on. So, like, how much longer are you wanting to stay on the sideline? Are you wanting to see other people win, or wanting to see, like, people actually making more money than they've ever made? Like, how much longer are you just going to, like, sit there and wait? Or are you actually going to take action and, like, do what is necessary and do what's required to succeed? Because the reality is, no one's coming to save you. Nobody's going to come and magically you're just going to have all this money in your bank account. You're not going to magically have all these people that want to speak to you and that are going to close, and magically all of a sudden, like, boom, all the debt's paid off. You have the freedom that you're looking for. It's going to be you. It's extreme ownership and accountability with where you're at and where you want to go. And I believe in you. The reason why I'm so passionate about this is because this is where I was. I simply went into debt because I wasn't getting the right leads, and I didn't know what to say to these people that would give me these objections. And it's like consultative selling, or I was just getting quotes and I was just getting used rather than like actually figuring out what they're doing so I can ultimately help the person on the other end of the phone. And what's cool is the more that you overcome the objections and the more that you get passionate about actually helping people make more money or whatever like it is for you, when you ultimately get passionate about seeing the transformation and the change and giving them the peace of mind that they deserve, you're just going to make more money at the end of the day. And that's what's really cool. The more that you actually impact and help and truly help, if you can overcome these objections, you can actually help the person. Take yourself out of it, take the commission breath out of it, and really think about, are you helping this person or not? Is this putting somebody in a better position or not? And why? And that's got to fuel you every single day. So like looking at testimonials, looking at people that have done what you're looking to do, like have actually paid out claims, like listening to these and seeing these and having like fuel behind it so that you can overcome these objections is huge. So I believe in you. I want to see you win. If you guys are wanting to start making more money and really start scaling your business and stop you're going to go watch all these videos. You're probably going to like click off this, go watch all these videos, try to make more money. You don't, and you're just stuck in this cycle, or either buying leads or generating your own or trying to do it yourself. Like, why not just like find somebody who has what you want, do what they do, and you'll be able to get what they got. And so if you want to fully transform, if you want to actually stop holding back and you want to like completely go and like change your life, there's a link in the description. You and I will hop on a call, see if it's a fit, and we'll actually move forward and actually change your life. Because you being stuck in thinking about it, and the way that you make buying decisions is what you're attracting. You're getting a bunch of these, I need to think about it, I need to speak to my daughter, I need to speak to my spouse, I need, like all these things, all these objections are the same objections that you give to other people, which is interesting. So the question is like, how much longer are you going to like bring that energy to you and have people coming to you saying the same exact thing that you do, or are you going to stop that right now? And the choice is yours ultimately. So the question is, what decision are you going to make? I believe in you. I want to see you guys win. If you master the 5 objections that you're really going to get, you will make more money. And that's what I teach inside of our program. So I want to see you in there. Book a call with me. You and I will talk. Nobody else, just me and you, seeing if it'll actually help, seeing if you're a fit. And let's make more money together. I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.